Happy Thursday morning, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful, blessed day. I hope you have an amazing week so far. I'm just going to get on here really quick and talk about a few things that I talked about the other day. I talked about the wheel of life. In Zig Ziglar's wheel of life, there's 7 spokes to that wheel: career, mental, spiritual, physical, personal, financial, and family. And so I'm going to talk about today those 7 choices plan that goes along with that. And as you can see, it starts at the top, mental. So I'm going to go through these guys with you really quickly. And you have some thoughts in your mind, let those go. Right now, as we're going through this, let those thoughts process in your mind when I'm talking about mental and what things to do. Think about yourself. What should you be doing, okay? And on the mental side, it says to choose your input. If you listen to any of my podcasts, if you've listened to me at all, I say it over and over again. Input equals output. What I read, what I listen to, the people that I'm around, my surroundings. Input equals output. Choose positive input. Okay? The second step, spiritual. Choose your principles and values. Okay? I'm a very spiritual guy, and I will always say that everything with me starts with the Lord. For I know that I'm truly blessed. Psalm 118:24 says, "For this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." Okay? So I know that my principles and values are based around God and what I should do as a person. What are yours? Okay? Number 3, physical. Choose to be persistent and consistent. What does that mean? It means to continue even when it doesn't feel good. Do it with headache, man. Do it with a headache. I know myself. I struggle to stay on the physical side. Consistency is the key, all right? And whether you're walking every day or exercising in different ways, whatever it is, you need to be doing something. At least 30 minutes, 3 times a week. Get the blood pumping. It's not only good for the body, it's good for the brain. It is proven that activity decreases Alzheimer's, okay? Consistency is the key. Repetition decreases resistance, all right? The more I pump that weight, the easier it gets. Repetition decreases resistance, okay? Number 4, family. Choose to be a positive influence in your family. You choose to be a leader. Choose to bring that value that you want, that I just talked about, those principles, those values, that ideology that I want my family to have. Make that happen. If you're the leader, you're the mom or a dad, you're the mom or dad, okay? And stop letting those children run the house, because they don't run the house. You do. They have one mom and dad, and they need you to be mom and dad. They have enough friends, okay? That's the problem nowadays. Too many parents want to be friends with their kids. Parent first. We can be friends second, okay? Financial. Choose to hope and dream. Now, what that means is what? I can choose to hope and choose to dream, but it starts with taking care of my money. And God gives us money, and then how do we deal with it? Are we good stewards of His money? I mean, it's His money anyway. So think about that to begin with. It's His. He just lets you borrow it. So many times people get in this mode of, I'm a self-made man, I'm a self-made woman, I created everything. Oh, this is this and this and that. You were given a gift by God. Appreciate it. Be grateful. Spend your money wisely. Be a good steward. And it starts with tithing, 10%. If you don't give 10% of whatever you make right now back to God, you're doing Him a disservice. He gives it to you. It's all His anyway. And the more fruit that you want to see on your tree, man, you need to give. The more you give, the more you receive back. And it should always be that way. We should be focused on others and not on ourselves. Self-centered doesn't work. Right below that, personal. Choose to use your time and energy wisely. Wisely. What are you doing with your time? Guys, time is the one thing that you can never, ever replace. Ever. And so many minutes a day are just burned doing nothing. Nothing. Wasting time. Use some time management skills. Budget your time. Okay? Set time aside in the morning You have to have a morning routine. Set time aside for God. Set time aside to exercise. Set time aside for spending with your family. Your life is not about work and come home. Work and come home and exist and just exist. And I'll make it through this life, and I might make it to retirement, and I might not. But either way, I'm going to die someday. And until then, I just got to exist. That's ridiculous. You are meant to live. God puts you here on purpose, for a purpose, with a purpose. And the sooner you figure that out, the more people you're going to help in life, and the happier you're going to be. Choose to spend your time wisely. Read. Do something wise with your time. Hobbies. Don't sit around on the couch all the time, all right? Just get out. Enjoy the beauty that God gave us out here. Use your time wisely. Down at the bottom, career. Choose true performance over uninspired activity. What does that mean? It means true to be a good worker. Well, how are you at your work? Are you that role model that other employees look at and go, man, that guy and gal, she just does it all right. I mean, if I could be 110% like them, that would be the way it's supposed to be. Be that role model. Every workplace needs a role model. Every workplace needs a spiritual leader. You can tell me, Mike, I'm not a pastor. You don't have to be. God says no matter where you're at, you take that with you. And in every room that you go, you spread the love and you bring God to that room. And you bring God to those people that don't know Him. And you bring them closer to Him and make them realize the beauty of life. Life is beautiful. And we do go through trials and tribulations in life, but life is a beautiful thing, all right? So when we wrap that up on the bottom side, choose to do something versus just uninspired activity where you're just going through the motions. You should be moving up, becoming better, because true happiness comes from progress. Guys, I hope that these 7 choices, 7 steps, these are all going to the Wheel of Life. You can look up the Wheel of Life. You can look at that video I pushed on the other day, or look up Zig Ziglar's Wheel of Life. The 7 spokes of the wheel. To have a balanced life, I have to have all those spokes of the wheel. I can't have one side of the pie over here that I'm doing really good at, but everything else is crap, because it's just not going to get us where we need to go, all right? My hope for you is that you know where you're going. And if you don't, that you figure that out. I leave you with this. My platform is simple. You were born to succeed. You were created on purpose, for a purpose, with a purpose. Do unto others as you would have God do unto you, right? I mean, you want God to treat you good, so treat others good and be respectful and appreciate your day. For it is very hard to be angry and grateful at the same time. Have a blessed day. Michael Merritt with Merritt Coaching Group. You can check us out, merrittcoachinggroup@gmail.com, merrittcoachinggroup.com. My podcast is Born to Succeed with Michael Merritt. Have an awesome day, guys. Till next time. Bye-bye. Happy Thursday.